think our coaches do a great job of really having an initial kind of a plan of attack, but then being able to make adjustments of how we want to operate to get the run game going. It's funny, I told the team on Saturday night, you know, I got a bad habit of, you know, hemming and hawing in my office and with the rest of our coaching staff thinking about, you know, plays and what we're going to run and how it's going to go, and then you get around the guys and you see them, and all of a sudden all those worries don't kind of go away magically. And I think that speaks to how they played. They just just became very clear very early that they were a determined bunch, that we were going to play our style ball last night. And at that point, really, you know, the plays became irrelevant. It was really the style of how the guys played, and just to play that relentlessly throughout the game was really impressive, and really proud of those guys. They played. That was a remarkable game by our defense. AD is a absolute game changer for us. Not just like an incredible story about what got him to this point, which is kind of awesome in its own right, but just him as a football mind, a football coach. He's someone that has really brought us together, and the way that our front and our defense plays inspired football is a great tribute to how AD operates. Well, you know, we use the term chasing edges here in Seattle. You have to live like that. You know, you can't be copying everybody else. We want to be on the forefront of things. We know that we're target number one now, but it's really going to be our mentality for us to keep pushing the envelope with our personnel, where we can take things at our speed. You know, we do try to treat every game like it's the next opportunity for us, and keep the kind of the outside noise to a minimum. But that was a big game within the season, and I think we realized in that moment that we were a championship caliber type of team, and we've earned the opportunity to win those types of games, given all the things that happened in that game that didn't go our way. And so I think at that point our team had some resolve, and we even had more belief in who we could become. And I think it's the last time we ended up losing.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you.
You want to take pictures first, or okay? Thanks. So, Ken, here you go.
You know, you go through a lot of ups and downs. But when Mike came in, you know, he talked about winning, and I believe everybody on the team bought into that. And, you know, we built a brotherhood, a strong brotherhood, and, you know, I believe that's really what got us here. Really just trusting it, trusting the system. And I believe the way I made that happen is just the guys around me. You know, the coaches being real detailed, and really just trusting the whole process in general. It means a lot. You know, it's a blessing to be in this position. You know, it's a short list, so it means a lot to have my name on that list. And for the running backs I used to watch growing up, it's probably like Marcus Allen, Adrian Peterson, and guys like that. So it means a lot for me to be able to be in this position. It was good just to have my family here, you know, at this stage. It meant a lot to me, especially for my dad, because, like I said, he usually don't like to come to games, with big crowds. So it meant a lot to have him there, and, you know, at the biggest stage, and we was able to pull out the win. Childhood friend, you know, we don't get to talk much, you know, life takes us in different paths, but he sent me a long text, really just reminding me about really where we came from and how we grew up, and, you know, where we are today. So I guess that text before the game meant a lot to me. Just trying to do the best that I can, you know, really just not taking nothing for granted, you know, because you never know when it can be over. So, you know, just staying positive and continue to grind, and like I said, not take anything for granted.